Hi, my name is Tony Martinez from Stellar Properties, and today I'd like to talk about the pitfalls of overpricing a property for sale. Now, in today's market, with prices increasing across the board, it's very tempting not to overprice a house. And there's a delicate balance of pricing a house to achieve the premium price versus going to that zone of overpricing it. And I'd like to talk about three things that can happen when you overprice a home. One is the lack of showings. Two is not receiving offers. And third is chasing a declining market. So the first one is lack of showings. So if a property is overpriced, then you're going to have a lot less people setting up showings to take a look at it. People know the market. They're researching it all the time. And if they see a house hit the market that's way overpriced, they won't even bother taking a look at it. Number two, you really want to capture that first wave of buyers to get your optimum offer. And if you're overpriced, you're gonna have showings just trickle in for a week or two, and you miss that opportunity of that first wave that you want to capture. The third element is that it's really nice to have a lot of showings at one time in the beginning in order to get feedback from other realtors that are looking at all the competition and can tell you some tips of what you might want to do to get your house sold. So number two about overpricing a house is the lack of offers. Now, I have some sellers tell me, Tony, we're just gonna price it up here, people can make an offer and we can negotiate. Well, that may be true, but oftentimes it's not. If buyers are busy and if they see a house that's way overpriced, they may not wanna waste their time, especially if they're considering other options. Another thing that people don't realize is that when a house is way overpriced, some buyers think that that seller is gonna be unrealistic to work with, and they may not want to waste their time on that either. And then the third thing about not getting offers in a seller's market is if you don't have an offer in a couple weeks, people wonder why. If I have a house on the market for 3 weeks and buyer's agents will call me and say, Tony, no offers yet? Why haven't you received an offer? And so sellers don't want to be in that position in the seller's market of not receiving an offer in a quick pace. The third thing I'd like to talk about is chasing a declining market. If you're on the market too long, then you pose yourself at a risk of maybe interest rates will change during that time and maybe eliminate some buyers. You know, we're in a global economy now, so you never know what happens globally. There's a terrorist event and the market goes down. It could impact buyers' ability to purchase the home. And I have seen that happen where a house is on the market too long and you expose yourself to those elements. The third thing and the most prevalent factor is if you're on the market for too long, then you never know if other houses in the neighborhood come on the market. I have had this happen where I've gone on the market, my seller decided to overprice it a little bit, and then all of a sudden 3 homes hit the market in the neighborhood. Some of those very motivated sellers that priced their home right, and it really hurt us in the end. So those are the 3 key considerations when you price a home, of making sure that you strike that delicate balance of pricing it to achieve the maximum price you can get versus getting into that zone of overpricing it. If you know of any folks that are looking to sell their home and could benefit from talking to me to help guide them through that process, I'd really appreciate if you pass my name along. Thanks very much.